Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. I hope you're all well, wherever you may be in the world. Tonight's video is going to be 10 NRL facts you probably don't know. So I'm going to be going over 10 facts that maybe the audience out there that are watching this video don't know that's happened in the game of Rugby League in the NRL, New South Wales Rugby League. And I'm going to be bringing that to you very shortly. Before I do though, I'm currently at 665 subscribers at the moment. My next goal is to get to 700. I gained a couple of subscribers last night, so thanks very much to everyone that's recently subscribed, and thanks to everyone that's been supporting my channel from the very beginning. You also might be wondering, I look pretty rugged up. Well, according to my phone, it's -1 outside. I went out there earlier. I love the cold weather myself, but I guess I'm dressed for the occasion. The phone did say it was -7, but I think that's a bit of an exaggeration myself. So I'm going to be bringing you this video now about 10 NRL facts that you probably don't know. This video can be for anyone really. It can be for people that have been following Rugby League their whole life. It can be for people that are new to the game. It can be for some of my younger audience out there that don't know everything and the ins and outs of the game. So I'm going to bring you with the first fact now, which is the biggest win ever in the New South Wales Rugby League / NRL competition. That happened on the 11th of May 1935. At Earl Park in Arncliffe, with St George beat Canterbury Bankstown 91 points to 6. It was the biggest loss ever and the biggest win ever, and the win margin there was 85 points. And then the following week, as an extra bit of trivia, Canterbury got whacked 87 points to 7 against Eastern Suburbs, and that was a winning margin of 80 points. Fact number 2, most points ever scored in a game that's between two clubs going at each other, and that was on the 18th of March 2006, when Newcastle and Canberra racked up 102 points between the both of them. Newcastle beat Canberra 70 points to 32. Fact number 3, the lowest ever scoring game of Rugby League in the New South Wales Rugby League NRL era. That was between Newtown and Canterbury Bankstown. On the 28th of May 1982, it was a 0-0 draw at Henson Park. Not a single point was scored. And an interesting trivia I can add to that is that Newtown also had the distinction of having the 3 lowest scores in the New South Wales NRL history. The second lowest score ever recorded was a 1-0 victory that Newtown recorded over St George on the 12th of May 1973. And they also beat Eastern Suburbs on the 16th of May 1914. They beat them 2-0. So Newtown are very famous for very low scoring matches. Fact number 4. The club that scored the most amount of points in a game and still lost, and that goes to the Hull Mariners. On the 12th of May 1997, they lost 48 points to 36 against Canterbury Bankstown at Belmore Oval. So that was a massive scoring game there, and you think 36 points would be enough to win a match, but obviously on that occasion it wasn't. Fact number 5, best start to a season ever. That's from New South Wales Rugby League to NRL present day. It was Manly Warringah in 1995. They recorded 15 wins in a row to start the season. And as we all know, they didn't end up winning the Premiership that year. Fact number 6, the most points ever scored in a season ever by any club goes to Parramatta in 2001, when they scored 984 points. And like Manly in 1995, they didn't win the Premiership. Fact number 7, the lowest ever scoring grand final in the history of the game. Some people might think, oh, it was Parramatta and Canterbury in 1986, 4 points to 2. Well, you'd be wrong there, because the lowest ever scoring grand final was in 1924 when Bellarmine beat South Sydney 3 points to 0. Only a single try was scored there at the City Cricket Ground. Fact number 8, premiers to wooden spooners. There's only 2 clubs that have ever done it. Western Suburbs, 1952, they were premiers. And then in 1953, wooden spooners. And Canterbury Bankstown, 1942 premiers, 1943 spooners. And an extra trivia thing I'll add in there, Canterbury's the only club to win the Premiership and then go back-to-back wooden spoons, because they finished last in 1943 and then in 1944 they come last. Fact number 9, the highest ever scoring grand final ever. That's when 2 teams, when you tally up both the points. And that goes to South Sydney and Manly in 1951. South Sydney whacked Manly 42 points to 14. And for a while there, that was the highest ever scoring margin in the grand final, until it was taken over by Eastern Suburbs and St George in 1975, and then Manly and Melbourne in 2008. And the player that's kicked the most field goals, fact number 10, in the history of the game, in Australia at least, goes to Eric Sims. He played for South Sydney for nearly 10 years. He kicked 86 field goals in his career, which is about, I think, 35 more than the second place player on the list, which was Bob Fulton. He kicked 86 field goals in his day. Of course, back in those days when he played, it was only 2 points for a field goal. And I think in part there's been rumours that the reason why they changed the law that it was only 1 point for a field goal is because of Eric Sims. That's never been proven, but a lot of people believe that theory to be true. Anyways, everyone, that's 10 facts that you probably don't know when it comes to the NRL. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're enjoying the channel but you haven't yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. It greatly helps out this independent YouTuber. And if you got some spare time, go to my Facebook and Instagram pages. I run the Rugby League History pages on those sites as well. Just type in Rugby League History and you'll find it. Anyways, everyone, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch us all later. Tatty bye now.